I mean, the focus is always the same way for every week. No matter if it's a short week or it's coming off a bye. We're going to prepare the same way. We know that we got a short week, so we know that we have to come out there and practice with great purpose and intent. We got to be very urgent about moving to the ball or just transitioning. We got to practice with great urgency. Really.
I was going to say, do you try to get extra treatment time too, though, in a week like this?
Oh yeah, I mean most definitely. You got to get in find any available time, honestly, that you got, and just go in there and get your body right. Because obviously you got Army. It's a tough opponent. They're going to be a physical group, and we played a great fourth quarter game last week. Came up short, but you gotta take care of your body. That's any given week. So yeah.
Sam, does it help mentally to just have that quick turnaround where you have no choice but to just move ahead to Thursday?
I mean, for some guys it do, for some guys it don't. I mean, you just come out there. It's like I said. It's another week. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to treat it differently from last week or weeks to come. You know what I'm saying? We're going to prepare it the same way we prepare any other week.
But as a defense, mentally with an Army-style offense, it's a little tougher to have less time to prepare for something that different.
Nah, I mean the focus is still the same. You got to have your great keys. You got to have great eyes. I mean, you got to have great eyes on your keys. You got to play fast and you got to be physical. I mean, it's pretty simple. So yeah.
How important is it not to get? Obviously, you got an assignment, you got to execute as a defensive player, but not to get caught in all the hype of the option. Like you still got to play your great.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, like I said, the team like Army, obviously, they're physical and they're tough, and they're gonna run some stuff at you that can mess with your eyes. So, like I said, just having great eyes on your keys and just being disciplined and just staying alert. I mean, that just keep you ready for sure.
You're one of the veterans on this team that knows about RB. How do you teach the ones that haven't played?
I mean, I'm telling everybody on the side, if you not getting a rep right now, you should be taking a mental rep. Like that's number one. Got to take mental reps, and then continue to watch film. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch film over and over because there's little tweaks to this team that can mess with you in a bowl game. Yeah.
This is a leader on this defensive front. I mean, what goes into? I know there's a lot of things, but what goes into stopping the option for you?
I mean, like I said, just having great eyes. You got to have great eyes on their keys. Everybody's got to do their job. Everybody's got to do their assignment. And I mean, one guy doesn't do their assignment, could lead to one bust. So just got to hone in on your assignment. Great focus, great eyes, and great discipline, for sure. And always out effort them. Got to be tougher than them, most definitely.
How important is the scout team a week like this to give you guys the best look?
Scout team is always important any week. I mean, they give you a great look for the opponents that you about to face on coming up game day. So for a team like Army, it's obviously a little bit more important that them boys has got to be there at that time or at that right spot because that's the look that you're gonna get in game. That's what you're gonna see come game day. So them boys know that they got to be on their P's and Q's. They're getting their own little extra meeting times about this week. I mean, about the team that they're playing and the guy that they're gonna give a scout look for. So they're giving us a great look already.
4 weeks into the season, you're in a new position this year. How have you feel like have you adapted? Is it becoming second nature to you at the linebacker spot?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I'm a lot comfortable. I mean, as the week goes by, like I learn more and more new things. I mean, obviously I make my mistakes, but you got to clean it up. Like I said, you can't make the same mistakes twice. So that's one thing I've been taking pride in is just cleaning up every week, like something I messed up. Take that from last week and bring that into next week, and just don't let that mistake happen again this week. So and yeah, sure.
You guys made a ton of huge stops, especially early against BYU.
Yeah.
Second half, they opened it up a bit more. When you watch the film, what do you think is the defense needs to be cleaned up?
We got to finish. We got to finish the ball game. I mean, we gave up 35 points. That's never going to win you. That's never going to win the offense. It's never going to help the offense out. You know what I'm saying? Giving up 35 points, that just sets you back. So we got to finish out. We gave up one touchdown probably going into half. We probably give up one touchdown at second half maybe, or maybe not even give up any. We probably win the ball game. So we just got to finish out for sure.
They're still figuring out kind of who they're going to start at quarterback. What have you seen on tape from both guys for Army?
I mean, both number 10 and 3, they're great quarterbacks. So, they like to run the ball, and they're going to give us great looks. So, I'm very much excited to see whoever's out there. It doesn't matter. We'll be ready.
About finishing out, but you guys have done really well against Power 4 teams.
For sure.
Stages.
Yeah.
What are you doing well during those stages that you guys have done?
Can you repeat that again?
When you guys are playing well as a defense against State and against BYU, What are you doing well during those times?
I mean, I think really like if we could take a team the whole field, and they come up with just 3 points, that's always a win. So that's all that we got to think about. Our mentality is not to really give up anything. We don't ever want to give up any points, but I mean, if we could hold them up to a field goal, that's always a win, and we'll take that for sure.
Conference play starting as a senior, just how important is it to get this win to get you over the goal?
Yeah, it's very important because you started a new half to the season. You know what I'm saying? You establishing some, especially week one in conference. You know what I'm saying? Like this win will be very important because it lets the other teams in the conference know like what's up. You know what I'm saying? That this team is ready. So this win is very much important. We got to come out there and get that win. For sure.
Jimarion, y'all ran the ball pretty good on BYU. So how much confidence as O line?
It definitely gives us mad confidence, especially going against Army in the short week. We pride ourselves on getting the run game. Of course, we have a great pass, so we pride ourselves on getting that run right.
What do you feel like y'all have grown in the running game, like working together?
I feel like as a O line, we've definitely been working on, obviously, working together with our double teams and all that, getting holes open for the running backs. So we've done good on that.
7 false starts. I know some of it was the receivers, some of the O line. Just when you look back at the film, what do you think were the issues with having so many pre-snap penalties?
I just know for our part on the OL, we definitely had too much communication going on. Of course, BYU had some things set up on their part, but we know what we have to do to fix what we had done.
I know it's awesome to have that many people there and to have it be that loud, but as an offensive lineman, can sometimes that be tough to communicate, tough to hear signals?
It's definitely a tough thing to hear for crowd noise and all that, but we tend to tune that out. I don't think it's a big issue for us though, but it's something to deal with.
You know, that BYU did a lot. How much as an offense can y'all learn from seeing so many different looks and preparing for that type of taking that forward?
It's definitely a learning experience because they had a lot of defenses, and we tend to try to figure all that out. But we tend to focus and control what we can control. So
Is it a reminder to almost be like, you guys just kind of got to, obviously got to play the defense you're playing, but just like do what y'all do well?
yeah, sir. Which like, I'm sorry, my fault.
Yeah, you did.
Just doing our job really. That's all line. We get a play call, we just do what we need to do to move past the line of scrimmage.
Do you feel like mentally just having, I mean, you have no choice but to turn around on a short week? Can it help just, being able to kind of go out and fix it, this quickly on Thursday night?
Repeat that. I'm sorry.
Just, coming off a frustrating game like that, does it help just to have a shorter turnaround where you have no choice but to move on and just focus on Army now?
Yeah, of course. We've already focused on Army, leaving BYU in the past. We always have to with Thursday coming up, just trying to get 1-0. It's conference play, so it's a new start.
Just a conference opponent and preparing for that feel different than maybe a non-con week?
No, I don't think so. Of course, we try to always win every week. We take every week serious. Obviously, we're only focused on Army right now, so.
Your first start was that at Army last year?
It was.
What do you remember about that?
Obviously, my first start, I was obviously nervous a little bit, but going through the game, I got comfortable and all that. Now, I'm comfortable now, so I'm extremely confident for this game.
That's tackle through 4 games. Just how you feel like it's going?
Honestly, better than I thought it would be. Honestly, I think I'm grown as a left tackle too, and I think I'm very confident in how I've been playing.
You guys have a few new guys on that line too that kind of get you guys communication-wise, like you were saying, communication. But how do you think that's progressing now?
Obviously, we bonded throughout the entire year, but I think we've obviously getting tighter and tighter as each game goes on, and we're getting better and better.
Hayden obviously had a few rough plays. He took ownership for it after the game. You guys, as teammates, try to say something to pick him up after that situation.
Now, like you said, he took accountability for it. We all talked about it like during yesterday, and he knows what he needs to do, and we've obviously backed him all the way.
What is Army showing you guys up front that's made them successful so far?
It's not really much about how they do it. It's really taking care of what we need to do. We've known what they have to put out there. We played them last year. We've seen what they needed to do or how they played it, and we know what we have to do now.